we also talk about the ideal of we want to find people who are not like us. That's a little bit scary, though, if I can
Oh.
just push back
Mhm.
a little bit. If that person has no motivation for the business, how does that happen? And then I don't want to lose the second question here I have in mind, but
So that's why the book is actually divided into 5 parts.
okay.
And so the first part is we need to get to know who we are. And we have to be willing to look at it as leaders. We have to really look at who are we and what are our preferences? Who are the people that I like to hire and why? And it probably has to do with the fact that they learn the way that I learn. They do things the way that I do them. If I'm a very systematic person, I want systematic people. The issue is that by doing this and not diversifying the thought, we don't ever how to know how to pivot. We don't know how to bring in new ideas to the organization. But I'm really cautious with leaders in saying, please don't just jump to action. Oh, she said we need to diversify, so I'm going to do this. Because unless you're willing to really look at yourself and understand what maybe the work is you have to do first to be open to that new employee's ideas, you're going to do this and it's going to crash and burn and you're going to say, well, that wasn't a win. No, because when the person tried to bring you a new idea, you weren't ready to hear it. So we need to get you ready to hear it first.
So get we have to prepare the leaders through. Is it a self-assessment work, or is it some kind of assessments? We're talking about emotional intelligence and all those type of assessments to look at yourself to start thinking I need to change, or is it to say, okay, hey, listen, I need to change? How do you
You
start
know
preparing
what?
the leaders for that?
And this is where leaders get scary and they get defensive. Are you
Yes.
telling me I have to change? Nope, I'm not. The stuff that I do, I love to say, these are your strengths. I have
Mm.
strengths, you have strengths. These are our strengths. But what we have to be cautious of is how those strengths may impact people different than ourselves. So I'll give you a really quick example. As a leader, I'm very visionary. I love to ask why. I love to be thinking about the big picture. You can tell even the way that we're talking about the book. But when I have people that work for me that are very detail oriented, that are very steadfast, we have a policy, we have a procedure. I need to know what we're doing, how we're doing it, and what the results are going to be. I, as a leader, have to say, okay, I recognize my strength is vision, but I have to be cautious when that I'm not stressing the people who need a system. So I have to slow myself down and give that to them. I have to have those Monday meetings and the Friday meetings. I have to make the list. I have to tell you, here's where we're going, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, because that's what you need from me as a leader. Are you different than me? Absolutely. Can we work really effectively together? Absolutely. I need people that are detail oriented as much as they need somebody that's visionary. And if we can appreciate each other's needs and interests, all of a sudden we're a much better team and we're being much more innovative for the organization.